These were definitely worth the wait. Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. As you can see from the title, we are back again with yet another review. And in today's review, we will be taking a detailed look at the recently released Air Max 1 Madder Roots. But before we actually dive into the shoe itself, I just want to welcome back all of my returning subscribers. And if you're new around here and you haven't done so already, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Now, if you do want to reach out to me outside of YouTube, you can find me most active on Instagram under ACS Sneakers. And now we got all of those formalities out of the way, sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and dive straight into this video. Now, before we go ahead and actually take a look at the shoes, just like we always do, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. We will just breeze through it because it is literally your boring, bog standard Nike cardboard box. So it is just in that usual sportswear box like I'm sure you've seen 1,000 times, if not more. Now, if we do just take a quick look at the label, which reads, we have the Nike Air Max 1 in the LT, Madder Root and Vivid Green colourway. And this is a personal pair as it is a UK size 9. Get a good look at the label, that's what it should look like for anyone who's looking to pick these up. And then other than that, you just get your pretty standard features. So you get that pretty typical tissue paper in here as well, as you should hopefully be able to see there. And then underneath that, here we have the kicks, so let's go ahead and dive straight into it. So the moment we've all been waiting for, in hand we have the Nike Air Max 1 in the Madder Roots colourway. Now it feels like I've waited an absolute eternity to get these in hand. It probably doesn't help that I did see the earlier review on a good friend's channel, which is Sneaker Ajoessi. If you don't know who he is, he has a really good YouTube channel and he always gets early looks for us as well. Now he does live out in Korea, so he does tend to get drops a little bit earlier than us in Europe and even in America. So if you'd like to take a look at shoes a little bit earlier than their actual retail releases for us, then definitely do tap in with him because he's always got us covered with those early releases. Now, although I do feel like most people who wanted these were able to get them, if you are tuning into this video to decide whether or not this is a good personal pair for you as well, in this video I will show you everything that you need to know from materials through to sizing, so hopefully by the end of this video I can help you decide if this is a good option for your collection as well. So if we just dive straight into this one, starting out with the upper to begin with. Now for this one we do get a really interesting combination of colours that probably shouldn't work well together, but for whatever reason, in my humble opinion, turned out absolutely incredible. So that mix of pink and blue and green, not normally colours you would associate that would work well together, but it definitely came out really nicely in my opinion. Now from a material perspective, if we start from the front to begin with, at the base of the shoe we do have this light textile mesh material. Around the toe box we then have this synthetic pink rough suede, which is pretty much present throughout the entire bottom portion of the shoe on the mudguard. As we then continue to work our way back on the U-throw as well as in the quarter midfoot panel, we then have more synthetic suede, but this time in that light blue colour. And then in the middle of the midfoot we then have a switch up for both colours as well as materials, as we have some genuine suede on this green Nike swoosh. All in all, the quality of materials and actually the QC on both of my pairs was, to be completely honest, absolutely immaculate. I didn't see any glue stains or any issues with stitching or any creasing, any of the typical issues that you would normally associate with Nike, to be honest. Both of my pairs were absolutely exceptional. Hopefully yours were as well for anyone who's already picked these up. But craftsmanship definitely wasn't an issue, and the overall quality of materials, especially at the price point, you definitely can't complain. And then as we do actually continue to work our way even further back the shoe, on the ankle collar, again, it's just more of that textile mesh material. And then as we do actually just work our way onto the heel of the shoe, like what we saw with the mudguard, we do see more of that synthetic pink rough suede. Now replacing that pretty typical Nike Air branding, instead this shoe actually has the Nike Air Max branding. It was the exact same with the tree lines as well. Not sure if that's going to be the move moving forward, but since it was on the last two colorways, I wouldn't be surprised to see it on future releases as well. Not an issue for me. I'm a little bit of a traditionalist, so I do prefer the OG Nike Air branding, but either way, I think it looks really clean on this shoe. And then if we do actually just circle our way back into the center of the shoe itself, we do have a really interesting set of laces for this one. Again, like what we saw with the tree lines, as we do have a mostly pink lace with hits of these little green and potentially even white dots in there as well. Definitely gives it a really nice fruity look. Not necessarily sure what fruit I would associate it with, but the overall look is very clean. I don't like how thin they are, I will be honest. I did swap the laces out on the tree lines, and I did see that somebody did a sale lace swap for these as well. Not sure if it necessarily works as well because the midsole is white rather than sail like on the tree lines. But if you guys have any suggestions on decent, lace swap options and what you would necessarily go with, do leave that in the comment section, because to be honest, I don't love the thin laces, so I am definitely looking to swap them out. Now, as we do actually continue to work our way up the laces, at the top of the tongue itself, we do have this brown tongue tab with the green Nike Air Max branding on there as well. And as we work our way onto the inside of the shoe, it is just your basic nylon sock liner for this one. Now, even further inside the shoe, on the insole, we do have this outsole tread or outsole design on there. Not something that you can necessarily appreciate if these are on feet and you don't own the pair, but as the person who owns them, for me at least, it was a really nice touch. And then on the insole as well, we do get that green Nike Air Max branding on there as well. Now, at this stage of the video, it does actually feel like it's a pretty good time to actually plug some links. Now, a friend of mine, Rom, who actually has his own YouTube channel as well, you may have seen him, he actually sent over some socks from his new brand, which he's actually come up with himself, which honestly, I was quite surprised about. But he sent these over, and I do apologise if I'm saying this wrong, but I believe it's pronounced Suhv'ir CO. But he sent over 3 pairs of socks for us to try, and I actually feel like this is a really great option for this particular shoe. So I think the colour of the socks works really well with the colourway on this shoe. And to be honest, the quality of these socks definitely did really surprise me. A really great quality. He sent over 3 different colours, a light beige, a white, which I'm currently wearing now, believe it or not, and then this colourway as well. And this one was the one that I do feel like I'm actually going to reserve for this shoe. I've tried it out, and in my personal opinion, I think it works quite well. So I definitely wanted to plug these. I don't think he actually knows I'm doing it in the video. He definitely hasn't asked me to do it. But honestly, I'm really impressed with the overall quality of these. So I'll definitely be ordering some more for myself. But if you want to pick up any of these socks, or even just go show Rom some support, I will make sure to leave all of his relevant links in my description box below, to his YouTube channel, to his website, as well as his Instagram. Again, big up for Rom for sending these over. Definitely count on getting some more for me. So again, huge shout out to you, bro. And then just jumping back into some more details, as we then work our way down to the midsole, we do have a polyurethane midsole with the exposed air unit in there towards the heel. And if you do look closer at the actual air unit, you do have a nice splash of green in there to match up nicely to the Nike swoosh. And then underfoot, we do get that classic waffle style of outsole, and it's been done in this really nice solid block brown colour. And then when it actually does come to the overall sizing for these, as I kind of alluded to at the start of the video, I always go true to size with the UK size 9, never deviate when it comes to sizing for the Air Max 1. It's just the same size every single time, and again, these do fit very similar, if not the exact same, to every other pair of Air Max 1s I've ever purchased. So if you are looking for any sizing tips, I would definitely suggest just go with your natural true to size fit in whatever you would typically wear in your Air Max 1. If you've never owned a pair before, fortunately enough, these do tend to be readily available, so head down to your local size, Foot Patrol end, wherever you're looking to pick these up from, try them out for yourself so you can get the right sizing for you. And then other than that, we've covered everything that you need to know in terms of materials, build and size. So if we now just go ahead and just wrap up this video. So just to wrap up this video, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, to give these a rating, I'm going to say that these are a solid 8.5 out of 10. This shoe definitely didn't disappoint and was definitely worth the wait. The quality of materials is decent, the overall craftsmanship and QC was excellent, and the overall execution of the shoe was done superbly well. Like I said throughout the review itself, these colours shouldn't probably work as well, but I think they just blend together really nicely. And in a way, it kind of reminds me of the Mad Hatter from, I think it's Alice in Wonderland. It definitely has that Mad Hatter type of vibe for me. So really happy about this one. Definitely going to be rocking these right the way throughout summer. For the time being, I'd love to get your guys' opinion on my latest Air Max 1 pickup. What do you think of the rating? What do you think of the colourway? Do leave me all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you have stuck around to this point in the video, I just want to say a massive thank you. If you haven't already, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And I hope to see you all again in the next one.